Alright guys, Delzinski here and welcome to another WWE DVD and Blu-ray review. This time we're looking at the title The Attitude Era Vol.2. Now this title, as always, was supplied to me by those good guys at www.dvd.co.uk, and this is your best source for all WWE DVD and Blu-ray content. So I have left a link to their site in the description box below, so once you're done listening to this review, you can head over there and check them out. The Attitude Era Volume 2 will be available from the 3rd of November 2014, so this title is available now, and you can pick this title up in two formats. You got the DVD version priced at £29.99, and you got the Blu-ray version priced at £34.99, and this title is certificated a 15. Now, just for the purpose of this review, I was given the Blu-ray version. So, the Attitude Era, one of the biggest eras to ever hit the WWE, and probably an era which everybody wishes would make its return, because it had the crazy, the insane, the extreme, all rolled into the Attitude Era. Now, if you think about this era, you think of guys like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Trish Stratus, Sable, and I could keep on going. It was a star-studded affair when it came to the Attitude Era, and all these superstars and divas are involved in this title. In addition to this, if you're looking for bloodbaths, chainsaws, chair shots, bikini contests, crimson masks, beer drinking, and some choppy your peep, remember that? Poor old Val Venus. Then this is the title for you, because this title has 30 unfiltered matches ranging from WWE Championship bouts to rare classics from Raw is War, SmackDown, Heat, and some WWE pay-per-views. Now, this was just one of the craziest eras, and I was lucky enough to grow up through it. So it brought a lot of nostalgia to me to relive some of the feuds between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock and Triple H, Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. You have the Ministry, you had the Corporation, put them together, you had the Corporate Ministry. It was just absolutely phenomenal. I said, and I mentioned earlier, bikini contest. You get that very classic bikini contest with Sable with those handprints. So that's one for the guys as well. We get some vignette promos from the likes of the APA talking about how the Acolyte Protection Agency actually came about. And Ron Simmons goes into detail to tell us about some stories that he had from when he was on the road with the WWE. Chris Jericho talking about his debut. That's another vignette promo that we get. As well, we have the Godfather talking about the good old fact that pimping simply ain't easy. Now, for me, I thoroughly enjoyed this title. It is an awesome one to bring back some memories of an era which I simply just wish would return. Even some of the crazier side, where you look at the likes of Crash Holly and the 24-hour decision of the Hardcore title, where Crash kept on feuding with the likes of Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson. Yes, one of the moments in this, which is kind of funny but a little bit odd, is having Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe dressing up in drag, only for Crash Holly to come out and literally crash the party and take these both out and recapture the Hardcore Championship. The amount of times that title changed hands over that period was unbelievable. Now, as well, you get to see the beginning of The Rock in the Nation of Domination. I'll get that right eventually. And yeah, we get to see the crazy side of Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind. Yes, Mrs. Foley Baby Boy really did develop some awesome personas. Now, guys, if you really were an Attitude Era guy, then you're going to enjoy this regardless. If you haven't seen the Attitude Era and you're someone that's watching current day WWE, I would suggest you go and check this out, because it may just open your eyes to what the WWE used to be about before it became PG-ified. It really is an eye-opener to see how the WWE has changed its course over the years. And I mean, I'll leave it to you guys to decide if it's for the better or for the worst. But for me, I still prefer this day and age in terms of the Attitude Era. I prefer what it was all about back then, as opposed to now where it's all about social media. It's all about a lot more being a little bit more PG friendly. You know, literally back in the day, anything could happen. It doesn't work like that anymore. It doesn't feel like there's an element of shock which could happen. I mean, albeit, let's just be honest, some of the moments during the Attitude Era were a little bit OTT, to say the least. I've already referred to one in this review of Choppy Choppy Your PP. Yes, someone wielding a sword and chopping off someone's dick is not the one, but that's in there as well. That's in this title. You don't get to see Val's Venus, but thank God for that. So guys, if you want to relive moments from The Rock, from his heyday, you want to live the 316 era, you want to talk about the corporate ministry, you want to see Triple H, how he came up and really developed himself as a big name player, and you want to see the boss in action in Vince McMahon and see those grapefruits in action, there is a moment in this title where Triple H busts open Vince McMahon on an episode of SmackDown, and then Vince actually does win the WWE Championship. Yes, I said it, Vince McMahon picking up the belt once again. But the way that segment's done out is kind of crazy. Vince insulting Linda, taking jabs at her. Vince can't take it anymore and comes out and tries to whoop ass like only the boss can. It's just entertainment through and through in this title. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would suggest if you like the sound of seeing The Rock, Stone Cold back in their heyday, and you like the idea of bloodbaths from the likes of Gangrel and the Brood, Crimson Masks, and when I say Crimson Masks, I mean a lot of blood is shed in this title, so you'll get to see that as well. Blood these days is not the one for the WWE. Yeah. I could talk about this forever. It is awesome. Now, there is some Blu-ray exclusives, and I'll just list them for you guys now. So you get The Undertaker attends his parents' funeral. Yep, that's what I mean. It was just out there when it came to the Attitude Era, and that's from Raw on the 20th of April, 1998. You also get as well from Heat on the 2nd of August 1998 a #1 contenders match for the WWE Tag Team Championship between Kane and Mankind versus Owen Hart and The Rock. R.I.P. Owen. Owen is featured a lot in this title, by the way, so it's kind of great to see Owen back in the ring doing what he does best. He is truly missed. Next up, we get to see from Raw, August 1998, Golga versus Mark Mero. Yeah, that's my Mark Mero theme. From the 4th of January 1998, WWE Hardcore Championship match between Al Snow, what does everybody want? Head, versus the Road Dogg. The next one is the 3rd of May 1999, a lumberjack match between Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. This one never really gets started, but it is pretty awesome to see Stone Cold and The Rock whoop the corporate ministry's monkey asses across the WWE. Would they survive the night? Well, you'll have to get the title to find out. From the 16th of May 1999, we have Gangrel and Christian versus Droz and Prince Albert. Prince Albert. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. SmackDown, the 16th of September 1999, we have a WWE Championship match between Triple H and Vince McMahon. That's the one I was talking about earlier. A bloodbath, to say the least. 27th of December 1999, you have Mark Henry and Mae Young on a double date. Do we really want to see that, guys? Well, if you do, let me know. Hit that like button. Yeah, okay. And the 31st of January 2000, you have the APA opens its doors. And last but not least, from Fully Loaded on the 23rd of July 2000, we have a last man standing match between Triple H and Y2J Chris Jericho. So that's your Blu-ray exclusives there. Quite a lot of content and a lot of matches for you guys to enjoy. And in addition to that as well, you get Mark Henry going on a date with Mae Young. That's something not to be missed. So guys, if you like the sound of this title, I would say this is definitely one for the collection, because it is one of those eras that will never ever be forgotten. Everyone will always talk about it, and this gives you a good chance to reminisce over some previous times of when the wrestling industry was at its height. If you do like the sound of this title, check the link in the description box below, and you can head over to www.dvd.co.uk and make your purchase right about now. So all that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. And for another WWE DVD and Blu-ray review, this is Delzinski signing out.